like to introduce you to Sonia Vasquez. She's the owner of Azteca restaurant. As I told you, she's a restaurant in Tacoma, as you know. Yes. Yeah.
Hi, Sonia.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Good, and I'll have you know, Sonia, that Jason actually lived in Tacoma. He founded Polaris. He's up in Seattle. Oh, wow. Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Tacoma. We spent 5 years there and had 2 kids, and we just loved Tacoma. We ended up moving because we were helping some friends start a church in Seattle, but I would move back to Tacoma in a heartbeat.
Nice. Yes, it is a unique city.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and Sonia, how long have you had Azteca? We've been here since '05, so 13 years now.
Wow. That's awesome.
Wow. Yeah. And did you have the restaurant is on Supper's at the mall, but did you have one downtown? Yes. Ooh, years ago. Yep, I remember. A long time ago. I told you I have many memories. Yeah. I was there just last, I don't know, it was February or something like that. A friend invited me out, and I was super excited. It's right by Chuck. Wonderful fun. Yeah, nice. I brought Jason on because he's also a woman, and also because I just really have a few questions to ask you. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I'll turn it over to you.
Yeah, thanks, Allie. So, Sonia, maybe you could just kind of bring us up to speed. I'd love to hear a little bit about kind of what initiated your initial switch from Bank of America, and then kind of why you're thinking about switching back, kind of what are you looking for in a payment processor, and
okay, yeah. I mean, we were really happy with Bank of America. Their service and everything was very smooth and worry-free. And then we had to see a vendor who started at one of the Aztecas in Bellevue, and he was saving them like $500-$600 a month. So we looked into it, and we did a proposal, and it was supposed to save us between $250 to $500 a month based on our credit card usage, and it never worked out. I mean, the rates that they had quoted us weren't correct. So every month we had to go back on the statement and say, wait a minute, we need our credit here, and it was just way too much work. So we gave them a chance. I think it's been 5 to 6 months, and it never got corrected. It was the same thing every month, reconciling the bill and saying, wait, this is wrong. And finally, Paul, who's our controller, is just like, I can't do this anymore. It's all this extra work. It just doesn't need to be.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. So really, you're just looking to save some money and have a reliable service that doesn't require having to deal with extra bookkeeping and everything each month, right?
Right. Yeah, I could just be done every month and check the bill. Oh, look, it's correct. The order statement. It's just, we don't need an extra job, really.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I mean, I kind of wish like a few months ago we had also gotten your Bank of America statement, because you guys actually had really good rates. So
yeah, that's why we wanted to go back, because we would get everything exactly the same. And I guess we were really happy with them. It was just kind of an idea. Oh, if we could save some money, why not? But it's not always.
Yeah, unfortunately, that proposal that they did was inaccurate because you guys are already pretty close to cost. So unless the processor was somehow going to take a loss on your account each month, it wouldn't make any sense to change, really. You guys are pretty much at cost. So in terms of like Polaris, I mean, I'm sure you already know about how we're under the same family as EMS Aloha, and so we can provide. So we sort of came together as a partnership to uh, ultimately provide more value for businesses like Azteca, um,
Mm-hmm.
and streamline setup, streamline support, and savings and everything. In terms of like your business and your rates, you already had pretty great rates, so there's not a ton that we can do in terms of savings. I think it comes out to like yeah, just over 150 bucks a month. Sorry, per year. Um, in savings. So not very substantial savings on the credit card processing side of things. It's basically the same. Um, uh, there's technically we are a little bit lower cost than Bank of America, but overall it's basically the same, honestly. Um, but we uh, obviously we can offer unparalleled local face-to-face customer service. We're 5-star rated on Google, 5-star rated on the Better Business Bureau, A+ rating. We're the only processor endorsed by the Seattle Chamber of Commerce. I can go on and on. But I think ultimately for you, it's just like, I just want to have good service and good savings, right? It's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly. I
yeah,
wanted to have the rate I was told, and
yeah,
everything would be smooth month after month with no issues.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So, um, yeah, I mean, I know we can provide that for you. We work with a ton of other Aloha customers. Not all Aloha customers choose to process through us, but many of them do because of that, just that level of like service and savings that we provide. Kind of what you see is what you get, kind of a thing. Um, and then I think Ali, correct me if I'm wrong, the VAR sheet savings and everything, if um Azteca was to go through us as opposed to Bank of America, would be like over $1,000. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one of the things, Sonia, as I was listening to, it's so refreshing. Because I think we're all on the same page. So we want you to be able to plug and play. Yeah. That's exactly. Oh, sorry, I have to get another like this moment. No problem. Jason, are you on Slack?
Yeah, I just yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. Well, that's okay.
No worries.
You're running your business. Cynthia, are you home? Me? No, I'm at the restaurant. Oh, gotcha. So what we were saying earlier is to just, I think we're all three on the same page. I mean, clearly you're happy with the point of sale system. We're partnering with them because we want to make things easy, make your life better. We work as a concierge service for Aloha as well, and that's one of the reasons why that when we introduced ourselves and based on discussing what we've seen previously in your statement from your past processors, identified immediately that we weren't able to provide you that type of savings, which is what you experienced. Mm-hmm. So we oftentimes offer our services to consult. We don't leave you just right after we start processing, or even if you don't process with us, we're here for you. And I think I established that a couple months back when we talked. What do you think about, so the savings in working with us, it's really no risk. You automatically save $1,350, I believe, is what I was looking at earlier. And you have that assurance that this relationship will work because you're also working. This is for the Aloha. What's your feelings about that? I like it. It sounds like it would be a really easy transition. And then, so he said there would be really no high savings on the monthly statement stuff, but it would be about the same as Bank of America offer. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah. I mean, based on the analysis that we did, there would be some savings, but it's so marginal that I wouldn't. I wouldn't, put a bunch of expectations on significant savings there. You guys already had pretty aggressive rates to start out with, and so our rates are a little bit lower, but
do you have to get that? No, I have clarity, and it's very high.
Okay. No.
Jason, I was going to also mention maybe we saw something that the American Express, maybe that's something that you have in the statement.
We should mention that. Thanks for mentioning that, Allie. So with Bank of America, one thing I did also notice is you guys, there's a couple different setups. There's American Express Direct, and then they have a program that's newer that we are offering called Opt Blue. And American Express Direct is a separate statement, separate funding, separate merchant number, separate phone number to call, etc. And then Opt Blue is a program we are able to offer many of our Aloha customers choose this program, where it's all streamlined. It's all on the same statement. So you've got Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and American Express. You got just the one phone number to call if you ever have any questions, just the one statement for you and your bookkeeper and controller to review. Just the one merchant number. It just kind of like streamlines things and simplifies things. So that is a program that's available to you at no additional cost.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, so it's just kind of another perk that we can offer. We don't charge anything more for it. It's just it's an option for you guys if that's sounds of interest to you. I think it's, you guys have a pretty simple setup. I mean, it's just a matter of if you guys want to try us out, and we can streamline the American Express. Obviously, it would be much more cost effective to switch over to us than back to Bank of America. But yeah, I mean, I think you have a pretty simple setup. I think it should be pretty easy, and obviously we'll be faster at getting things switched over just because we're work with them under the same umbrella. So
great. The only thing I'll need from my controller is just some kind of document with like quick stuff to have him look it over, and then I can go ahead and make a decision.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, we'll send that over to you today.
Awesome.
It's just kind of like a side-by-side analysis that compares your Bank of America rates with our rates, and then it has the savings at the bottom. So yeah, just let us know if you guys have any questions.
Sure, yeah.
Sonia, I'm imagining that you're wanting to do the switch over as soon as possible. Is that right? Okay, that's good. Correct. Yeah. So Jason, we'll just want to be ready if we can get that to her. Sonia, do you think maybe you have an answer by today and do our next step?
I think so. Yeah. If I get it today, I will send it to him, and then we can talk about it. And I don't see why not.
Good. And then Jason, are we still doing kind of a 24 to 48 hour turnaround in terms of the account?
Yeah, so Sonia, here's kind of the process. So if you go to polarispayments.com/go, and I'll send you that link, there's a form you can fill out with just your basic business information, just, federal tax ID number and legal business name and simple stuff. And then also please send us a voided check. And then once we get that, we'll send you over a link for digital signature, and you can sign from your phone, computer, whatever's easiest for you. And then we'll get the account set up. We'll get the VAR sheet updated with David. He's the one over at Aloha who usually does the updates. And then you'll be up and running. It's simple as that. So
okay.
I don't necessarily want to promise anything because it kind of does depend on David's schedule, and I don't have access to his schedule. But on our end, we're very, very quick, and then we can oftentimes rush things because obviously we work so closely with those guys. If you want to have things, typically it's like less than, I don't know, like three days, or usually, somewhere in that range between 1, 2, 3 days is kind of what's typical, what we're seeing right now.
Okay, no, that works.
Yeah, for me.
Okay, great.
Good. Wonderful. Well, I'd like to see you start saving money sooner, and then we'll get that out to you right away.
Yeah, okay, perfect. I'll be waiting for it, and then I'll forward it over, and we can go from there.
Sounds great.
Okay, have a great day. We'll talk soon.
Okay,
thanks. Bye.
Bye.